Hi everyone. Oh, there goes the rogue bang strands. So I wanted to do a reading. Hello, sweet peep. I wanted to do a reading video and kind of like an update. I don't know when the last video that I posted was. I think I had maybe a reading come out and a spirit theater or spirit cinema video. But basically, the past couple of days, I've been filming readings almost every day, and I've been scheduling them. So I am trying to make my YouTube feed more consistent in like a drip, so that I can focus on sustainability of my creative rhythms, and also I can do impromptu readings or videos like this and share them in the spur of the moment when I feel like I need to just pop something in. So anyway, kind of a long intro, but I can't sleep and I'm sick of that. And I wanted to do a little reading tapping into the energy of whatever currents I'm riding and whatever currents this, same collective that I'm a part of is also riding right now. So all right, let's just get into this. The Three of Cups. Tell me a story. Knight of Cups reversed. Ain't that exactly how I'm feeling? So if you're somebody who is meant to find this message, you could be experiencing a wave in your life where you are stimulated in the daytime and you're social and connected and you were tapped into this sense of fulfillment. Could be coming from community, connections, friendship, whatever. But then when the night comes around, this anxiety or sense of like missing connection just kind of comes in. And it's like you have this passion and almost like a romantic streak or a creative streak or an emotional streak, and it's got nowhere to go. And the expression, yes, the expression is kind of stunted. I mean, that's literally what I'm experiencing right now, and the cards just reflect that. So, what else? Also, hi. I don't know who's watching, but hi. Oh, wow. Look, we have the Three of Pentacles coming out. And did you see that little fluff that just floated by on the screen? It's not a coincidence. Three of Pentacles. What about the Three of Pentacles? Six of Wands. I feel like you're gonna be achieving some communal effort or something, or maybe you're working on something, or that's happening in the background. What I'm hearing is God is working on bringing you your dream collaborators and dream collaboration project things. You have a lot of creative energy that you want to share with the right people, and you're gonna be meeting, if you haven't already met, your dream team basically. And with these people, you're gonna successfully build or create something that you feel inclined to. Well, who's here and what do they need to hear? We have Judgment in reverse. You could be feeling a little bit unclear, or like your discernment is maybe being, I don't want to say gaslit because that's kind of intense, although that could be the case for some people. But I feel like your discernment is being a little bit clouded right now. Why? Well, what is being clouded? What is the clear truth that's like being clouded? This could just be for me, but this could be for someone else too. I don't know. The Queen of Swords. Well, okay. I guess the clear truth that's being crowded. Interesting. You might feel a little overwhelmed with the people around you or the environment. You might feel a little too crowded. You might need to go take some space. You might need to go stargaze or hike to the top of a mountain or look at the ocean horizon or something. But what is being clouded is your self-perception. Queen of Swords reversed. You could be overthinking or overanalyzing or experiencing some kind of like mental paralysis. What else is not clear right now that needs to be clear? Another upside down, Six of Pentacles. You're still in whatever area of your life this applies to. You're still in a phase where the things that you're creating and putting out are not yet fully entirely coming back to you. So what you're feeling now is almost like these are not the right words, but a preemptive withdrawal. This is what this is. For some people, this could literally have to do with weaning off of medications or certain drugs or something. Hold on one second. Yeah, so Six of Pentacles reversed. There's something about like it just not being the right time. You know what this is? I feel like this is like the pause between planting your seeds and watering your garden and waiting for the blossoms and the fruits. That's what this is. You can't expect fruits and flowers the day after you plant an acorn to try to grow an oak tree. That doesn't happen. That just doesn't happen. And my friend, if you're trying to build a legacy, you gotta give it time. And just because that garden may seem barren, the seeds are in there. And just because the garden of your life might seem a little not right on the outside or not matching your insides, you might start to fall into this trap of mental paralysis and over-analysis, and you could feel like you lost your marbles, your marbies a little bit. But it's just, the garden is just, it's just the season. It's just the season. Okay, what is the like antidote or cure or advice for this? Advice or words of wisdom. Princess of Swords. I don't know what that is saying, to be honest. What is advice or wisdom? Seven of Cups. I feel like you're... Okay, that actually makes sense. I was thinking about that earlier. One piece of advice that I can give to you to not avoid what you're going through, but to move through it, is to entertain your brain. In other words, find some, it can be simple, doesn't have to be like drastic or anything, but find like a leisurely little activity that you can do that can help put you, hold on a second, I just need to, that was necessary. Find a little activity or some little activity, I just said that, find something that you can do to fantasize a little bit and dream. And, you know, I was thinking like, I cannot relax, I'm having trouble relaxing, and I wish that I had, you know, intimacy. In other words, it doesn't need to necessarily be romantic, although that was what I'm craving. But it's like I've gone through one of the most massive transitions of my life this entire year. And I'm finally coming into creating rhythms that are going to sustain me for the rest of my life. I'm building my new universe, and I've already made amazing momentum, and things have just been coming in really, really quick. Wait a minute. Did you see this before? Look at those fancy little leggies. Look at her fancy hands. Miss Cross Paws. I love her so much. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're the star of the show. She knows it. Anyway, yeah, so I'm in that place. And leading up to this for like many weeks, quick personal story interlude. For many weeks, I was super experiencing a lot of despair, specifically because I was so lonely and I didn't have any community, and I just survived one of the most traumatic things that I'd ever lived through. And so I was going through all of it knowing that I would wind up in a place that I could build, and I could find the community and the environment and the resources around me that I need to sustain and support my well-being. And sure enough, I found quite a lot of that right where I am. And it's not like I came here and it was like instant explosion of just everything falling into place, although things have fallen into place quite nicely. It's been a slow burn, and part of the reason why that needed to happen was so I could create like a steady, slow burn rhythm and rearrange a couple things. I'm gonna pause this real quick. So anyway, now that I have been picking up somewhat of a momentum and planting seeds and getting my life started over here, I found that in the last couple of days, I have like relatively fulfilling, exciting, like stabilizing, nourishing, connective days. I make new connections. I go to events. I do things that I enjoy. I do things that fulfill me, that ground me, that help me develop like a sustainable creative rhythm as an artist. And I don't work for anyone. I just create what I want and what's in my soul, and I'm learning to build, structures in my life around all of that. And it's been very gratifying, like deeply, and I've never been in this place in my life before. So I come home in the night, and the night settles in, and it's like my nervous system is having these residual mini panic attacks over this feeling of going to sleep at night again. And it's like anticipating all the stuff that I've already survived. I talked about this in one of my recent videos that's actually scheduled to post like in a couple weeks from now, so I don't know, stay tuned. There's a lot of relevant themes in those upcoming videos. They're great. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at her little fudge feet. Oh, she's such a custard. Yeah, such a custard. She's gonna rub on my laptop now and shake it. Yep. My sweet Pete. Anyway, come home. And yeah, my nervous system has these like flare up whatever nights or times, and I can't sleep, and I'm like emotional and like anxious, and I'm just like running around in my little house cage, like, where are my friends? Like, where is my mate? Where is my anchor? Where's my family? And I don't have those things yet. They don't exist yet in the physical, in my vicinity, but they will, and they already do. It's just I'm not physically with them. But I do have this Pete beat. I do have this little peach beach. I have this peach Pete. This little peach pizza. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You're such a peach. You're such a peachy. Anyway, so one of the things that I thought that I could do tonight to find a semblance of like, I don't know, giving myself an emotional, mental, spiritual hug was exactly this. That was such a roundabout way of explaining these cards, but maybe you needed to hear it. And yeah, this is just like daydream a little bit, baby. You know, get that mind turning in a dreamy, innocent, progressive kind of way. And I literally thought to browse Pinterest for dream home images because that's something I'm excited about that's in my future. I don't know exactly when, but that is a goal of mine. You know, find my dream home or make it, or a combination of both. So, yeah. Any other messages that want to come out? I feel a little like playful. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reversed. That's kind of, oh, and then it fell out and then it went upright. Okay, well, what that tells me is that you're going to be moving from a sense of displacement and unbelonging in your own flesh to juicy, vital, sexy, embodied, sensual belonging in your flesh. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pence, baby. That's what that is. Why do I feel like I am like flirting with, I feel like a flirty energy right now. Oh my gosh, and we have the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Any other advices or pieces that want to come out? I feel a little flirty, I feel a little loopy, I feel a little tired, a little silly. We have the Four of Cups. You know what? I feel like this points to, it's a feeling of you're finally getting a chance to relax. And if nothing's happening right now, it's like there are some moments where it's like your nervous system is relearning to relax. You might not actually know how on a subconscious level, because if you were programmed a certain way to expect, you know, trauma and upheaval and change and inconsistencies and whatnot, it's going to take habitual, consistent repatterning. Yeah, Moopy. To learn on a subconscious embodied nervous system level what that relaxation and that peace feels like. And that's exciting. That's exciting. And I feel like, you know, even this energy that's coming out, like the silliness is coming out because it's like when you're safe, you know, to be playful. You yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You might feel more playful at times, and that you can take that as a sign that your body is feeling safe, which is a good thing. Yeah. Okay. I just feel like pulling from the top of the deck, and I pulled the Tower. So, yeah. Do you have anything to say? Well, she has a lot to say. Miss Fancy Feet. Miss Fancy little fudge feet. Look at those fudge feet. Oh, what a good acrobat you are. Yeah, towers, like change and everything. Alright, I don't want to drag this on too much longer. It's getting a little bleh. It's getting a little like, you know, like spaghetti, like overcooked spaghetti is how I'm kind of feeling right now. But I want to just pull one more card for any final messages that we have. Yes, my princess. Okay. What do the people watching this video need to hear? We have the Moon. What's happening under the surface? There's something that you can't see right now, and it might make you a little uneasy. Or you could just be feeling emotional. We have the Fool. I feel like God, what does this tell me? This tells me, here. The moon and the fool. The foon and the mool. The boon and the foon. Okay? These cards, they tell me that God is working on it. That's just what I hear. God is working on it behind the scenes. You can't see it, but it's new, it's fresh, it's shiny, it's happening, it's in the works, and you're like quite literally walking into it right now. You might feel a little bit of anxiety given the newness, the new nature of what you're doing or embarking into. So there's that. And yeah, that's all I got for you tonight. Love you guys, and if you want to book a personal reading with me, the info for that's in my description box. Also, on that note, I would love to do an intuitive body scan reading for someone if anyone's interested. I have not done one in a while, and I feel like it could be a great read for someone who wants to feel seen, deeply seen in a unique kind of non-conceptual way, because the way that I do the intuitive body art scans is I am a visual artist. I'm super intuitive, and I'm a visionary type person, and so I draw a very basic outline of a human figure. It's like a 3D stick figure, and I tune in with the intention to tune into your field, and then I see colors, textures, shapes, forms, and I put them on the paper in relation with your body, and I basically just do an energetic scan read on what I see, what I feel. And because pattern recognition and emotional thread tracking, energetic tracking are some of my core passions, I have a lot of fun doing this, and I think I'm good at it. And so I would love to do a read for anyone who feels called, anyone who feels interested. So anyway, yeah, that's all I got for you tonight. I'm excited to post this now instead of scheduling it, because it feels relevant. It feels just like right now, and I feel it's almost like my energy feels freed up. That could be another message for anyone who needs to hear it, which is, when you find the right containers and flow and schedule for your creative, unfiltered, unstructured energy, when you find the channels to pour it into, it frees up energy in the rest of your world and in your life, so that you can respond and relate and have a relationship with life more fully, more presently, instead of being tied up by, projects that are hanging over your head, or things that you want to do but you never got to doing, or anything like that. So I feel good about the schedule that I have of videos coming ahead, and I feel really good about this. And Miss Graceful may as well have wings. Yeah, I feel good about all this stuff. So with that, I'm gonna peace out. I'm gonna have my night. I'm gonna end the video. Blah blah blah. Okay, all right. Take care. Bye.